Hi, my name is Kim Stanley, and I am the instructor of the Health 210 online course. And I just wanted to go over a few quick things to kind of get you started, make sure you're on the right page as you get going. First and foremost, this course is solely online. It's all on Blackboard. So that's where you're going to take all of your tests, your quizzes. That's where you're going to have your reading assignments. And in order to get started with all that, one of the first things you're going to visit when you're on Blackboard is your syllabus. And that syllabus is going to tell you all the standard things that you find in all of your course syllabi. It's going to have your grading points breakdown, so how you can earn points in the course and how those are divided up and how they relate to letter grades. It's also going to have the information for your required textbook. So you must have the textbook for this course. That's where all of your chapter readings are found. So you're going to need that. So when you get done watching this video, if you haven't done it already, you're going to want to order that textbook. And the other thing that is mentioned in the syllabus that you're going to need is a diet and activity tracking program. And that's going to be for a project that's due later on in the semester. In other semesters during this course, we've used a program that's called Nutrition Calc, and that program often came with the textbook. And the textbook publishers kind of changed how they're doing things now. So that is available if you have a McGraw-Hill Connect account. And that's not something that I wanted to force you all to have in this course, just to have access to that program. So I kind of played around over the summer and found that there are free programs that you can get that kind of do the same thing. So, but anyway, you're going to need to seek out a program, an app, that will allow you to track your diet and your activity for 7 days. And you're going to answer some questions about that for your project. And there's more information about that in the project info section in Blackboard, but I just wanted to make you aware of that. So you're going to need your textbook, and you're going to be responsible for finding a diet and activity tracking program. Now, that the syllabus is in Blackboard. Also in Blackboard, there's an important section that's called Learning Units, and that's where you're going to find each of your 5 learning units. So it's going to have information for each of your 5 learning units. And even before that, there's a section that's called Student Orientation. And that's going to have a section called How This Course Works. And it's basically going to give a breakdown of how the course is set up, kind of your expectations, how assignments are due, when they are due. There's going to be a link that you're going to find under Learning Units called Due Dates. Very important link. That's going to have all of your due dates for the entire semester. So put those in your phone, print them off, put them in a written calendar, however it is that you best keep track of these things. That due date section is going to give you all of your due dates for the entire semester and should be a great help with your planning. So anyway, when you look through the learning units section, what you're going to see is we're going to have 5 units, and each unit is going to be composed of multiple chapters. And it basically breaks down that we do a chapter a week. Toward the end of the semester, we double up a couple. But for each chapter, you're going to have an assignment. It's either going to be an essay assignment or a quiz. And then for each chapter, you're also going to have a discussion post assignment. And so those will be due on Mondays. So Monday nights are going to be your due dates for this course. So kind of get in the habit of that for your weekly assignments. Just know that on Monday evenings, you're going to have something due for this nutrition course. Now, for each unit, you're also going to have a unit test. And those tests are multiple choice, they're timed, and you're going to need to use the Respondus Lockdown browser for that. So there's information about that in the course, but what you're going to do is you will have to download the Respondus browser, and when you go to take the test, you open up that browser and you go to Blackboard in that browser, and you open up your test in that browser, and that just keeps you from being able to use other windows and being able to open other things. It also eliminates a lot of distractions on your behalf. So just note that those 5 unit tests and the final exam, because there is a cumulative final exam, are going to require you to use that Respondus Lockdown browser. So, in summation, you have 5 learning units. You have an assignment for each chapter. It's either going to be a quiz or essay question, and essay questions. There's usually 4. And you're going to have discussion post assignments for each chapter. And in those discussion posts, you're going to make a response to the question or to the statement that's made. And then you're going to also respond to two other students. Your whenever you have tests, final exam quizzes, those are going to be timed. So when you go into them, the timer is going to start. You're going to take them. You can't exit and enter back into those. But for your essay questions, those are not timed. So you can kind of work on those a little more leisurely. You could save them, go back and work on them later. Just don't submit them until you're finished. So once you're finally finished, you can submit. But for the essays, you're going to be able to go in and out, unlike the timed quizzes and the timed tests. I'm going to cheat and look at my notes and make sure that I'm covering everything. You will have a project, as I mentioned before, that is not due until closer to the end of the semester. So we're going to talk about that more a little bit later on. There are, for each chapter, you're going to have an outline that's going to be there. I don't require you to fill out this outline. I don't check that you've done it or anything like that, but I highly encourage you that you do, because there's a lot of info on all these chapters. These chapters are lengthy, and by the time you get to the final exam, there's a lot of information that we've covered. But these outlines can help kind of guide you through the chapters. They can help navigate you through. And then once you get to time to take your test, they make great study guides. Because I don't supply study guides for the test, you can create your own using the outlines. And for the final exam, they make a great study guide for that. So I encourage you to do those outlines as you're working through the chapters. And I hope you find them helpful and that they make good study tools for you. There is, under the student orientation section, you're going to find two assignments. And those two assignments are going to be called the course orientation quiz and the bio post. Now, the course orientation quiz is going to be a 10-point quiz based on things that are covered in your syllabus, based on information in the how the course works section that's in the student orientation. It's going to be worth 10 points. It's a quiz. It's not timed, and you can take it as many times as you want until you get all 10 points. It's extra credit. The student bio post, it's going to be worth 5 points. You make your own bio post, introduce yourself, reply to 2 other students. That's going to be worth 5 bonus points. These are the only bonus points you can earn in the semester, but you could start off the semester with 15 positive points. So 15 bonus points already. You're already starting off the year with a strong A. So I encourage you that you go in and that you do that, and you go ahead and earn those points and get started off on the right foot. They're easy points to earn. It's a great way for me to see that you're active and involved in the class, and it's a great way for you to start off on the right foot with a lot of points already earned. So I encourage you, as soon as this video is over, to go to read the syllabus, order your textbook, to read through that student orientation section, to complete that student orientation quiz and that student bio post, and then go ahead and proceed to reading chapter 1. So chapter 1 is going to be your first graded assignment that's due, and so you're going to need to read that chapter, and you'll answer the essay questions that are along with it. So I encourage you to go ahead, get that textbook, start reading that. And I've tried to set the course up so that it's kind of repetitive in ways that should be helpful to you. So we really set up a routine. We establish our routine of our Monday nights of being due nights, and the assignments for each chapter that we go through, and each thing is set up very similarly in Blackboard. So I've tried to be very repetitive with these things and to kind of make it easy to follow, and once you get a chapter or 2 down, you really get a feel for how the course is going to go, and hopefully it's going to help you manage your time a lot better. And again, those due dates that are there, that due dates link, take advantage of that. Go ahead and get those down and work around those. So I am looking forward to a great semester. I hope all of you are as well. I am here to help you. So if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, let me know. Email is the absolute easiest way to get me. So start with that. And then if we need to set up further discussions, we will do that. But I am here to help. I want to see you succeed, and I am cheering you on. So let's get started. Let's have a great semester. Glad to join you on this. Thanks. Take care.